Maya Johnson stepped out of the resort van with one hand on her suitcase, and the other holding the confirmation email she had checked 3 times. On the flight from Seoul, Tasha stepped beside her and looked at the beach entrance. "Girl, this is not a vacation. This is a rich people screensaver." Maya laughed. "We live in Seoul. We work too much. We deserve something nice." "We deserved it," Tasha said. "Daniel deserved a discount bus and a sandwich." "Tasha, what?" "I am starting soft." Daniel Kang climbed out last, fixing the sunglasses Maya had bought him 2 weeks earlier. He smiled at the resort like he owned shares in it. "Finally," he said. "I needed this." Tasha leaned toward Maya. "Of course he did. Stress is exhausting when someone else pays for it." Daniel put his arm around Maya's waist. "Babe, this place is crazy. You really paid for the whole package?" Maya tried to keep her smile easy. "You said money was tight. I wanted us to relax." "You're the best," he said, kissing her cheek quickly. "I will make it up to you," Tasha coughed. "I would love to witness that miracle." Daniel ignored her and walked toward the lobby. Maya turned to Tasha. "Please do not start on day 1. "I am not starting. I am observing." Across the pool, Jiho Han sat alone under a white umbrella, dressed too perfectly for a resort. In Seoul, people knew him as the young billionaire behind Han Group's hotel and tech investments. Here, he looked like a man hiding from meetings. Across from him, Min-Sok Lee, his 23-year-old assistant, held a tablet, a tropical drink, and the tired patience of someone paid to control chaos. Min-Sok pointed at the ocean. "Boss, please enjoy nature." Jiho barely looked up. "I saw it already." Nature changes. Not enough. Then Jiho noticed Maya laughing with Tasha. Min-Sok followed his gaze and sighed. "Oh no," Jiho looked at him. "What?" "You found something more interesting than nature." That evening, Maya stood outside her room holding 2 room keys and waiting for Daniel to answer his phone. Tasha came out of the next room in a robe, brushing her hair. "Still no Daniel?" "He said he was checking the bar. For 40 minutes? Maybe he ran into someone." "At a resort where we know nobody?" Maya gave her a look. "You are not helping." "I was not trying to." Maya started toward the beach path. "Stay here. I will find him." Tasha watched her go, then glanced at Maya's phone buzzing on the table. Daniel's name flashed across the screen, but the call ended after 1 ring. Tasha frowned. "Absolutely not." She grabbed her sandals and followed. Maya reached the beach bar first. Music played softly and most guests were near the pool. Then she heard Daniel laugh behind the side wall. She turned the corner and froze. Daniel was kissing a Korean woman in a silver dress. Maya said, "Wow." Daniel jumped back. "Maya, wait." The woman frowned. "You said you were single." Maya laughed once. "Of course he did." Daniel stepped forward. "Let me explain." "Please do. Start with the flight I paid for." "Maya, not here." "No, here is perfect. I paid for your flight, your hotel, your dinners, and those sunglasses you keep touching like they are family jewelry." The woman stared at him. "She paid for all this?" Daniel snapped. "Stay out of it." Maya tilted her head. "You told her to stay out of the cheating she was inside of?" "Maya, you are making a scene." "You made the scene." "I just arrived." That was when Tasha appeared, breathless from the path. "Maya?" She saw Daniel. Then the woman. Then Maya's face. Tasha's expression changed immediately. "Oh, I knew your jawline was suspicious," Daniel groaned. "Great." Tasha stepped beside Maya. "One more word and this vacation becomes a documentary." Maya touched her arm. "Don't, he is not worth subtitles." At a quiet table nearby, Jiho had stopped eating. Min-Sok slowly lowered his drink. Min-Sok whispered, "Boss, do not get involved." Jiho watched Maya walk away, hurt but still standing straight. "I am only listening," he said. Min-Sok closed his eyes. "That is how it always begins." Maya stopped at the quiet side of the pool, breathing hard. Tasha caught up and reached for her hand. "Do you want me to yell first or pack first?" "I paid for him to cheat comfortably." Painful sentence. Accurate sentence. "I feel stupid." "No." Tasha's voice softened. "You were generous. He was trash with hotel access." Maya looked toward the beach bar. Daniel was speaking quickly to the woman in silver, probably trying to repair the lie. "I brought him here because I thought he needed kindness," Maya said. "And he treated kindness like a free upgrade." Before Maya could answer, Jiho approached with Min-Sok behind him. "Excuse me," Jiho said. Tasha looked him up and down. "If this is a spa offer, read the tragedy." Min-Sok bowed slightly. "We are not selling spa services, sadly. I hear the seaweed wrap is excellent. Jiho gave him one look. Minseok nodded. Wrong timing. Jiho turned back to Maya. I apologize for overhearing. Maya gave a tired smile. Perfect. My humiliation has luxury witnesses. It looked more like evidence. Tasha pointed at him. I like that answer. Maya crossed her arms. And you are? Jiho Han. Tasha blinked. Han Group Jiho Han? Minseok raised one hand, unfortunately famous. I am Minseok Lee, assistant, schedule victim, and legal witness to most of his bad ideas. Jiho ignored him. Would you like to ruin your ex-boyfriend's vacation? Maya stared. Excuse me? Your ex is insecure. Men like that hate being replaced. I am not doing childish revenge. Across the pool, Daniel walked out with the woman in silver. He saw Maya, then smirked as if he still thought he had control. Jiho followed her gaze. Pretend you are interested in me. One dinner. If you hate it, we stop. Maya looked back at him. And what do you get? Jiho smiled faintly. I have been bored all week. Minseok sighed. That is Billionaire for please allow chaos. Tasha squeezed Maya's hand. One dinner could be educational. Maya watched Daniel put his arm around the other woman. Then she turned to Jiho. One dinner. Jiho offered his hand. One dinner. Maya took it. Across the pool, Daniel's smirk disappeared. Maya stared at Jiho's hand for 1 second longer than necessary. Tasha leaned close. Girl, take the Billionaire hand. I am begging you for character development. Maya took it. One dinner. That is all. Jiho nodded. One dinner. Minseok pulled a small notebook from his bag. Jiho turned slowly. Why do you have that? Minseok opened it proudly. On the first page, in neat letters, he had written, Operation Make Daniel Miserable. Maya blinked. You already named it? I work fast under emotional pressure. Tasha took the notebook from him. This is beautiful, Jiho sighed. It is unnecessary. Minseok pointed at Daniel across the pool. Boss, with respect, that man is wearing sunglasses at night. He has chosen war. Maya tried not to laugh. I am not trying to destroy him, Tasha said. That is why you have friends. Jiho looked at Maya. Nothing cruel. Nothing dangerous. Just enough to make him realize he lost control. Maya folded her arms. And if I change my mind? Then we stop. Minseok raised his hand. Can the notebook remain as a historical document? No, Jiho said, emotionally harsh. The next morning, Maya sat across from Jiho at a small beach cafe. Tasha had chosen her dress. Minseok had chosen the table. Jiho had chosen silence for the first 5 minutes. Maya finally smiled. Are you always this quiet? No, sometimes I am worse. Great, fake dating a mystery statue. Jiho almost laughed. I was giving Daniel time to notice. He noticed 3 minutes ago. Across the terrace, Daniel sat with the woman in silver. He kept pretending not to look over while obviously looking over. Maya picked up her juice. He is staring. Jiho leaned back. Good. This is childish. Yes. And defective. Also yes. Minseok appeared beside their table with a menu he clearly did not work there to hold. Maya stared at him. Are you pretending to be staff? I am undercover. Jiho closed his eyes. You are wearing your own name tag. It says Minseok. Very common waiter name. Tasha arrived behind him and snatched the menu. Your cover is terrible, but your energy is strong. Daniel stood from his table, irritated. Jiho calmly reached across the table and brushed a loose curl from Maya's shoulder. Smile. Maya looked at him, surprised. That was not in the plan, she whispered. No, he said softly. But it worked. Daniel sat back down, furious. By afternoon, Daniel was walking beside the woman in silver near the infinity pool, trying very hard to look relaxed. Tasha watched from behind a palm tree. Target approaching. Minseok adjusted imaginary sunglasses. Copy. Operation Splash Regret is active. Maya turned to Jiho. Please tell me you did not approve that name. I was not consulted. You could stop them. I could. Maya waited. Jiho sipped his drink. I am choosing personal growth. Daniel passed the edge of the pool. Tasha stepped out with perfect timing. Daniel! I was just looking for you. He frowned. Why? Minseok rushed in from the other side carrying 2 towels and a coconut drink. Emergency towel delivery? Daniel turned, confused. What? Tasha bumped his shoulder lightly. Minseok gasped dramatically and dropped the towels at Daniel's feet. Daniel stepped back. His heel hit the wet edge. Splash. He fell straight into the pool. For 1 second, the entire terrace froze. Then Tasha covered her mouth. Oh no, Minsak bowed deeply. Gravity sends its regrets. The woman in silver stared at Daniel, soaked and furious, his sunglasses floating beside him. Maya pressed both hands over her mouth, trying not to laugh. Jiho leaned close to her. Still want to stop? Maya watched Daniel climb out of the pool, dripping from head to toe. She smiled. Maybe after one more educational moment. By lunch, Jiho had booked the best beach cabana at the resort. Maya stopped at the entrance. This is too much. Jiho pulled out a chair for her. It is a table. It is a table with its own security deposit. Minsak appeared with his notebook. Good. Luxury discomfort means Daniel will notice. Tasha took a grape. I support this level of revenge. Maya sat down. I said one dinner. Jiho sat across from her. You also said educational moments were allowed. I was under emotional stress. Still legally interesting. Maya tried not to smile. Are you always this calm? No, Minsak coughed. He once canceled a meeting because the coffee foam looked disrespectful. Jiho looked at him. Private. Across the beach, Daniel walked past with the woman in silver. He slowed when he saw Maya with Jiho. Maya's smile faded. He is looking. Jiho moved her glass closer. Then laugh. At what? Anything, Minsak said. I own socks with business rankings. Maya burst out laughing. Jiho smiled too, but not for Daniel. For 1 second, Maya knew the smile was real. Daniel lasted 12 minutes before walking over. Maya, Tasha did not look up. No, Daniel frowned. I was not talking to you. Still no. The woman in silver stood behind him. Who is this? Daniel forced a laugh. Nobody. Jiho turned his head slowly. Interesting word. Maya looked at Daniel. What do you want? I want to talk. We talked yesterday. You yelled. You cheated. Minsak stepped between them with a bright smile. Daniel, perfect timing. Daniel stared. Who are you? Minsak, assistant, occasional emergency. I do not care. Fair, but I need your opinion. Minsak held up 2 brochures. Which says I am relaxed but emotionally available. Paddle yoga or coconut painting. Tasha covered her mouth. Daniel's face tightened. Get out of my way. Jiho stood calm and taller than everyone. She said no. Daniel looked from Jiho to Maya. So this is what you are doing now? Maya folded her arms. Having lunch? With him? Jiho smiled faintly. You sound concerned. I am not. Tasha nodded. Good, then leave. Daniel noticed guests watching and stepped back. Minsak whispered to Tasha, that went well. Tasha whispered back, you weaponize brochures. The next morning, Daniel sat at breakfast with the woman in silver, trying to look rich, relaxed, and completely unbothered. He failed at all 3. Maya sat 2 tables away with Jiho. He keeps staring. Jiho poured coffee. Let him. This is ridiculous. Yes. You sound proud. A little. Across the terrace, Tasha adjusted her sunglasses. Phase 2? Minsak held a tray with 4 tropical smoothies. Phase 2. Tasha looked at him. You are sure? No. Excellent. Minsak walked toward Daniel's table with brave, terrible confidence. Good morning, he said brightly. Daniel groaned. Not you again. Minsak placed 1 smoothie down. Compliments from the resort. The woman in silver smiled. For us? Mostly. Tasha passed behind Daniel's chair and dropped her beach bag. Oops. Daniel shifted back. Minsak turned. The tray tilted. A giant mango smoothie poured directly over Daniel's white shirt. The woman in silver gasped. Daniel! Daniel stood, dripping orange. Are you insane? Minsak looked horrified. Sir, I believe Mango chose violence. Tasha bent to pick up her bag. Terrible weather today. Very tropical. Maya pressed a napkin to her mouth, shaking with silent laughter. Jiho leaned closer. You are enjoying this. I am a good person going through a complicated chapter. Daniel stormed away while the woman in silver followed slower. Jiho watched Maya laugh, then said softly, Come with me this afternoon. Where? My yacht. Maya's smile froze. Across the terrace, Daniel stopped walking. Maya stopped at the dock when she saw the yacht. No, Jiho looked at her. That is not clear. Jiho, this is not a date. This is a floating financial district. It has seats. It has stairs. Most boats do. Maya glanced back at the resort. If Daniel sees this, he will explode. One possible outcome. 1. There is also regret, confusion, and dramatic pacing. She tried not to smile. You really are bored. I was bored. Now I'm curious. About Daniel? No. The answer came too fast. Maya looked at him. Jiho offered his hand. About you. For a second, Maya forgot the plan. Then she took his hand and stepped aboard. This is still fake, she said. Of course. You agreed too quickly. I am respecting the script. The yacht pulled away from the dock. Maya sat near the front. Do you rescue women from terrible boyfriends often? No. Usually Minseok stops my bad ideas earlier. Why not this time? Jiho looked at the water. Because yesterday you looked like someone who had given too much to the wrong person. Maya's smile softened. That sounded dangerously sincere. It was. Careful. The fake part is getting weak. Maybe it was never very strong. Behind the yacht, a tiny rental boat followed at a suspicious distance. Tasha wore sunglasses and held binoculars. They are sitting close. Minseok gripped the steering wheel. Excellent. Operation Ocean Jealousy is working. This boat is moving like it has trust issues. It was the cheapest option. You work for a billionaire. Yes, but I respect budgets when they are funny. Tasha lowered the binoculars. Turn left. Why? Daniel is at the jet ski dock. Minseok brightened. Ah, the paddle boat phase. Tasha slowly turned to him. You actually did it? I did not do anything illegal. That is not what I asked. I merely encouraged the reservation system to explore creativity. Minseok. He sighed proudly. Fine, I changed his luxury jet ski reservation. To what? A premium couples paddle experience. Tasha stared. What does that mean? Minseok pointed. A yellow paddle boat shaped like a duck. For 3 seconds, Tasha said nothing. Then she whispered, You are dangerous. Minseok sat taller. Thank you. Not fully a compliment. I accept the compliment portion. Ahead, Jiho's yacht glided past the dock. Tasha lifted the binoculars again. Daniel just arrived. Minseok smiled. Then let the duck begin. Daniel arrived at the dock wearing sunglasses, confidence, and a white shirt that had finally survived the mango smoothie. The resort employee pointed at a small yellow paddle boat. Daniel stared. That is not my jet ski. The employee checked the tablet. Mr. Kang, your booking says premium couples paddle experience. The woman in silver looked at the boat. It has a duck face. It is not mine, Daniel snapped. Your name is here, sir. From the water, Jiho's yacht passed slowly. Maya stood at the railing, hand over her mouth. Jiho leaned beside her. Do not laugh too hard. It will ruin the elegance. I am trying. You are failing beautifully. Daniel saw them. His face turned red. The woman in silver crossed her arms. You said you booked something exciting. Daniel pointed at the boat. This is not my fault. The duck boat bumped against the dock with a tiny squeak. Maya lost the battle and laughed. Jiho watched her, not Daniel. You look happy. She looked at him. For the first time this trip, I think I am. Daniel stepped toward the dock edge. Maya, we need to talk. The yacht kept moving. Maya did not turn back. Behind them, Tasha's tiny spy boat drifted into view. Minseok waved once. Sir, the duck is waiting. Tasha nearly fell out of the boat laughing. Maya leaned on the railing, still smiling. For once, the vacation felt like hers again. By sunset, Jiho had arranged dinner at a quiet table near the beach. Maya sat down slowly. Is this still revenge? Jiho looked at the candles. It can be if that makes it less uncomfortable. It is not uncomfortable. Then what is it? She hesitated. Unexpected. I can accept unexpected. A breeze pushed one of Maya's curls across her cheek. Jiho reached over before thinking and moved it gently away. Maya went still. Jiho paused. Sorry. No, it is fine. Across the path, Daniel watched from the bar. The woman in silver was speaking to him, but his eyes kept returning to Maya. Jiho followed Maya's glance. Do you want me to act? Maya looked back at him. Were you acting just now? Jiho did not answer fast enough. That silence made her nervous in a way Daniel never had. Not bad nervous, dangerous nervous. Maya picked up her glass. You are bad at fake dating. I am learning. From who? You. She looked down, smiling. That answer was suspiciously smooth. It was honest. Even worse. Jiho smiled, softer this time. Should I stop? Maya met his eyes. Not yet. The resort hosted pool games the next afternoon. Tasha pointed at Minsak. You are on my team. Minsak looked terrified. I am more administrative than athletic. You can hold a beach ball. Under pressure? Do you want to impress me or not? He stood straighter. I suddenly possess athletic ambition. Maya sat beside Jiho on a lounge chair watching them. This will be a disaster, she said. Jiho nodded. Probably historic. Tasha handed Minsak the ball. Serve. I serve Han Group daily. That should count. Ball, Minsak. He tossed it up, swung, and hit it directly backward into his own drink. For 2 seconds, everyone stared. Minsak lifted a finger. The wind betrayed me. Tasha blinked. There is no wind. Emotional wind. Maya burst out laughing. Jiho hid his smile behind his hand. Tasha grabbed Minsak's wrist and pulled him back into position. Again, less disaster. Minsak looked at her hand on his wrist. Yes, coach, she noticed and let go quickly. Do not make it weird. Too late. I made it poetic. Across the pool, Daniel watched Maya laughing with Jiho. The woman in silver frowned. You said she was dramatic. Daniel did not answer. Maya noticed him staring, but for the first time she did not feel the urge to prove anything. She was simply happy. Later, Maya and Jiho walked past the pool as guests prepared for dinner. Daniel stepped into their path. Maya, enough! Maya stopped. Enough what? This show. Jiho looked at him. You think this is for you? Daniel laughed bitterly. Please, you do not even know her. Maya felt the old sting in his voice. That was always how Daniel won arguments, by making her feel foolish for wanting more. Daniel, she said, move. He ignored her. You think he cares? Been like him get bored. Jiho's hand found Maya's. Not dramatic. Not staged. Just warm and steady. Maya looked down at their joined hands. Daniel saw it too. For the first time, his confidence slipped. Maya, he said, softer now. She lifted her chin. No, no, no to whatever speech you are about to give. The woman in silver watched from behind him, suddenly unsure. Daniel's eyes stayed on their hands. You moved on fast. Maya squeezed Jiho's fingers. No, I finally stopped waiting. Daniel stared at her like he had expected anger, tears, anything except calm. Jiho looked at Maya. Ready? She nodded. Very. They walked around Daniel together. Behind them, Minsak appeared beside Tasha with 2 towels. Do we clap? He whispered. Tasha smiled. Not yet. Let the emotional damage settle. Maya heard them and laughed quietly. Jiho glanced at her. What? Nothing, she said. I just think this vacation is finally getting good. The resort gala started after sunset, and Tasha was already treating Maya's dress like a weapon. Be honest, Maya said, turning once. Too much? Tasha stared. Daniel is going to need medical attention. Tasha, what? Beauty can be dangerous. Maya laughed. We are not doing this for Daniel. Good. Then we are doing it for emotional justice. Minsak arrived in a navy suit holding his little notebook. Jiho looked at it. No, Minsak froze. I have not said anything. The notebook said enough. Tasha leaned closer. What is tonight's plan? Minsak opened it carefully. Look happy. Avoid Daniel. Do not let me near fire. Maya blinked. Why fire? Minsak looked away. Past events. Jiho came beside Maya in a black suit, calm and handsome enough to make the room feel quieter. He looked at her. You look beautiful. For a moment, Maya forgot the joke she was about to make. That sounded real, she said. It was. Across the ballroom, Daniel entered with the woman in silver. He saw Maya immediately. Tasha whispered, Target has spotted happiness. Minsak wrote something down. Jiho frowned. What now? Emotional damage beginning. The music slowed. Jiho offered Maya his hand. Dance with me. Maya raised an eyebrow. For the plan? No. The answer was too quick and too simple. She placed her hand in his. Okay. On the dance floor, Jiho held her carefully, not too close, not too distant. It made Maya smile. You dance like you negotiate contracts. Clear structure prevents accidents. Romantic. I am trying. You are doing better than expected. His eyes softened. That is the highest compliment I have received today. Near the tables, Tasha watched them with narrowed eyes. Minsak leaned closer. Analysis? They are not pretending. I know. You knew before him? Yes. Does he know? Boss is smart but emotionally delayed. Tasha glanced at him. And you? Minseok froze. Me? You heard me. He opened his mouth, closed it, then looked down at his notebook as if it might save him. I am also under maintenance, he said. Tasha smiled. Good answer. On the dance floor, Maya looked past Jiho's shoulder and saw Daniel watching. This time she did not feel embarrassed. She felt free. Daniel stepped onto the dance floor before the song ended. Maya! Jiho's hand stayed at Maya's waist, calm but protective. Maya sighed. Daniel, not tonight. We need to talk. You keep saying that after doing things that make talking pointless. Guests nearby began to notice. Daniel lowered his voice. Are you really choosing him? Maya stared. This is not a contest. Everything is easy for men like him. Jiho finally spoke. If that were true, you would not look so threatened. Daniel turned on him. Stay out of this. Jiho's expression did not change. No. One word. Quiet. Final. The woman in silver walked up behind Daniel. You told me she was chasing you. Tasha appeared beside Minseok. Oh, this is better than dessert. Daniel looked trapped. Can everyone stop talking? Maya stepped away from Jiho, not because she was leaving him, but because she wanted Daniel to see her clearly. You embarrassed yourself. Not me. Daniel opened his mouth. Nothing came out. Jiho offered Maya his hand again. She took it. As they walked off the dance floor, Minseok whispered, Should I write victory? Tasha smiled. Write survival. He may still embarrass himself again. Maya heard them and laughed. Jiho glanced at her. What? Nothing, she said. I just like my team. The next morning, Tasha walked onto the sand holding a volleyball like it was a weapon. Maya, Jiho, one team, she said. Minseok, you are with me. Minseok looked alarmed. I am more administrative than athletic. Tasha threw him the ball. Catch. He caught it against his chest. I survived. Jiho stood beside Maya. Do we need rules? Tasha pointed at the net. Hit ball. Do not hit face. Minseok raised one finger. My own face or any face? All faces. Restrictive, but fair. Daniel sat with the woman in silver, pretending not to watch. Tasha saw him staring. Good audience, Minseok whispered. Should I perform? No, that is how accidents happen. He tossed the ball, swung, and hit it directly into his own forehead. Everyone froze. Then Minseok fell backward into the sand. Maya gasped. Are you okay? Minseok lifted a thumb. I blocked myself. Advanced defense. Tasha laughed so hard she dropped to one knee. How are you alive? Luck, loyalty, dental insurance. Jiho looked at Maya. Should we help him? Maya watched Minseok pose like a fallen hero. Give him a moment. He seems committed. Daniel stood, irritated by the laughter. The woman in silver frowned. Your ex looks happy. Daniel said nothing. Later, Maya and Jiho walked away from the others. Maya glanced at him. We have not mentioned Daniel in 20 minutes. Jiho looked serious. Should we be worried? I think it means we are improving. I forgot about him. Maya stopped. You did? Yes. That was not the plan. No. Maya hugged her arms. I do not want to be part of a game anymore. Jiho turned fully toward her. Then we stop. Just like that? Just like that. And you? What about me? She looked at him carefully. Do you stop too? Jiho did not hide from the question. I do not want to. Maya's breath caught. So what is this? She asked. I do not know yet, Jiho said. But I know it is not about Daniel anymore. Maya looked down, smiling a little. That is a dangerous answer. I seem to give you many of those. Before he could respond, Tasha shouted from behind them. If you two are confessing feelings, speak louder. Minseok added, Some of us are emotionally invested. Maya covered her face. They are terrible, Jiho smiled. Yes, but they are ours. Maya laughed, softer than usual because the joke felt too real. Before dinner, Daniel found Maya near the garden path. Can I talk to you? Maya stopped. Where is she? The woman in silver? That is not her legal name, Daniel. He looked embarrassed. Yoonji left. Why? She said I was still obsessed with you. Maya crossed her arms. Is that supposed to make me feel special? No, He rubbed his face. I made a mistake. No, you made several. One of them was thinking I would wait. Daniel stepped closer. Maya, I panicked. You were always so put together and I felt useless beside you. So you cheated? I know it sounds bad. It does not sound bad. It is bad, he swallowed. You never looked at me the way you look at him. Maya's voice softened, but not kindly. Maybe because he sees me. Jiho appeared at the end of the path but did not interrupt. Daniel noticed him. So he just follows you now? Maya shook her head. No, he respects me enough to let me answer. Daniel looked at Jiho, then back at her. You really like him? Maya was quiet for a second. Then she said, I think I do. Daniel's face changed. Maya, no, she said gently. You do not get to come back because someone else finally valued what you wasted. She walked toward Jiho. Everything okay? Jiho asked. Maya took his hand. It is getting there. Nearby, Minseok whispered. That was powerful. Tasha whispered back. Stop spying. Maya heard them and laughed. This time, she did not care if Daniel heard Jiho found Maya the next morning by the quiet side of the pool. She looked up from her coffee. You look like you are about to give serious news. I am. Did Minseok buy a second notebook? Worse. Jiho sat across from her. I do not want this to be fake anymore. Maya's fingers tightened around the cup. He continued before she could answer. At first I wanted distraction. Then I wanted Daniel to regret hurting you. Now I do not care what he sees. Maya searched his face. What do you care about? You. The word landed simply without performance. Maya looked away, smiling despite herself. You are making this very difficult to make jokes about. I apologize. No, you do not. No. She laughed softly. I do not want to choose you just because Daniel made me feel small. Then do not choose me because of him. Choose nothing today if that is what you need. Across the pool, Tasha peeked over a menu. Minseok whispered, Are they together? Tasha whispered back, Emotionally, yes. Administratively pending. Tasha cornered Daniel near the juice bar. Daniel sighed. What do you want? To explain something slowly. I am not interested. That has never stopped you from talking, so I will continue. Minseok stood beside her holding 2 coconut drinks. I am here as security. Daniel looked at him. You? Minseok nodded. Emotional security. Tasha stepped closer. You did not lose Maya because Jiho is rich. You lost her because you were cheap with loyalty. Daniel's face tightened. You do not know anything. I know she paid for this trip. I know you cheated on it. I know you called her dramatic because she caught you. Minseok lifted 1 coconut. The prosecution rests. Daniel glared. You two think you are funny? Tasha smiled. No, we know. The woman in silver, Yoonji, walked past with her suitcase. Daniel turned. Yoonji, where are you going? Home, she said. Wait, let me explain. Yoonji looked him up and down. You explained enough when I found out your girlfriend paid for your vacation. Tasha folded her arms. Ex-girlfriend. Accuracy matters. She left without waiting for his answer. Minseok whispered, Justice has excellent timing. Tasha took 1 coconut from him. For once, yes. Daniel looked after Yoonji, finally afraid. That evening, the group gathered near the pool. Maya noticed Minseok hiding something behind his back. What is that? Nothing. Tasha grabbed it before he could move. Jiho frowned. Minseok. Tasha opened the notebook and read aloud. Operation Make Daniel Miserable. Phase 1, Emotional Handholding. Phase 2, Pool Gravity. Phase 3, Mango Weather. Maya stared. Mango Weather? Minseok lifted both hands. A working title. Jiho looked at him. You planned all of this? No. Tasha raised an eyebrow. Minseok sighed. Some of it. Most of it, Tasha said. Maya looked at Jiho. Did you know? Jiho paused. I suspected administrative foolishness. Minseok looked wounded. I prefer strategic foolishness. Maya tried to stay serious, but she started laughing. Tasha joined her. Then Jiho did too. For the first time since the trip began, Maya laughed without thinking about Daniel. Minseok closed the notebook proudly. Chaos completed. Tasha smiled at him. Not bad, assistant. Minseok placed a hand over his heart. I will remember this forever. Jiho leaned closer to Maya. Are you angry? A little, she said. But mostly relieved. Why? Because I thought I needed revenge to feel better. Jiho watched her carefully. And now? Maya looked at him. Now I think I just needed better people around me. Daniel waited near the lobby the next morning with his suitcase beside him. Maya stopped a few steps away. Daniel? He looked different now. Less angry. More tired. I changed my flight, he said. I leave tonight. Okay. That is all you are going to say? Maya tilted her head. What do you want me to say? He swallowed. That I am sorry. She waited. Daniel looked at the floor. I am sorry for cheating. I am sorry for letting you pay for everything. I am sorry for making you feel like you were asking for too much. Maya studied him quietly. Are you sorry because you understand or because nobody is on your side anymore? Daniel did not answer fast enough. She nodded. That is what I thought. Maya, I did love you. Maybe, she said. But you loved what I gave you more. His face tightened. That is not fair. No. What was not fair was me paying for a vacation where you made me feel replaceable. Daniel looked away. Maya took a breath. I hope you become better. Not for me. For whoever meets you next. So that is it? That was it the moment I found you behind the bar. Daniel opened his mouth, but no excuse came out. Maya walked away without looking back. Jiho found Maya later on a quiet stretch of beach. You were with Daniel, he said. I ended it properly. Are you okay? Maya gave a small smile. I think I am. Jiho sat beside her, leaving enough space for her to choose. You are not going to ask what he said? She asked. No, why? Because I trust you to tell me if it matters. Maya looked at him. That is annoyingly healthy. I have moments. She laughed and leaned back on her hands. I stopped pretending days ago. Jiho turned to her. Maya kept her eyes on the water. I did not want to say it while Daniel was still standing in the middle of everything. I wanted to know this was mine. And now? Now he is not in the middle anymore. Jiho reached for her hand slowly, giving her time to pull away. She did not. I like you, Maya, he said. She looked at him then. I like you too, Jiho. He smiled. That is much better than fake dating. Do not get arrogant. Too late. Maya laughed, and Jiho looked so relieved that her heart softened even more. That evening, Tasha and Minseok sat at the outdoor bar pretending not to watch Maya and Jiho walk along the beach. Tasha sipped her drink. They are holding hands, Minseok nodded. Strong development. You sound proud. I managed the early chaos. You managed a smoothie crime. History will be kind to me. Tasha smiled. You are ridiculous. You keep saying that like it is not working. She turned to him. Is it? Minseok suddenly forgot every sentence he had ever learned. Maybe. For once, Tasha was quiet first. Then she reached under the table and took his hand. Minseok froze completely. Do not make a big deal out of it, she said. I would never. You are making a face. This is my normal face during major life events. Across the beach, Jiho glanced back and saw their joined hands. He smirked. Maya followed his gaze. What? Nothing. Jiho. Our friends are administratively together. Maya laughed. Good for them, Minseok whispered. He saw. Tasha squeezed his hand. Then survive it. Minseok looked at her, then at their hands, and smiled like he had just won a very confusing lottery. Farther down the beach, Maya leaned into Jiho's shoulder. For the first time since the trip began, nobody was performing for Daniel. They were simply happy. The final day at the resort felt strange, because nothing was falling apart. Maya sat by the pool with Tasha while Jiho and Minseok argued over luggage nearby. Jiho looked at 3 bags beside Minseok. Why do you have so much luggage? Minseok hugged one bag. Supplies. Tasha looked over. For a 2-hour flight back to Seoul? Emotional emergencies happen everywhere, Maya smiled. I am going to miss this. Tasha turned to her. The resort or watching rich men discover feelings? Both. Jiho approached and handed Maya a drink. For you, Maya looked down. Strawberry, no mint. You said mint tastes like toothpaste trying to be fancy. Tasha stared at him. Oh, he is gone, Jiho frowned. Where? Minseok patted his shoulder. Emotionally, boss. Maya laughed and leaned lightly against Jiho's side. For once, nobody was pretending. Daniel was gone. Eunji was gone. The vacation had started with humiliation, but it was ending with people who made her laugh. At sunset, Jiho took Maya back to the quiet beach. Maya folded her arms. If this is another fake dinner, I am charging appearance fees. No fake dinner. No revenge? No revenge. No suspicious yacht? Not today, she smiled. Then what? Jiho looked more nervous than she had ever seen him. A real date. Maya's teasing expression softened. He continued, not to make Daniel jealous, not to prove anything, just because I want to know you more. Maya looked at the water, then back at him. You are very good when you stop acting like a billionaire. I will try to do that more often. Good. Is that a yes? She stepped closer and took both his hands. That is a yes. Jiho smiled, relieved. Maya tilted her head. Were you actually nervous? No. Jiho. Extremely. She laughed. That was honest. I am practicing. Keep practicing. Then Maya kissed him first. Jiho froze for half a second, then kissed her back, gentle and certain. From far behind them, Minseok gasped. She initiated. Tasha slapped his arm. Stop narrating love. I am witnessing history. You are ruining history. Maya broke the kiss, laughing against Jiho's shoulder. Jiho looked over Maya's head. Minseok? Minseok straightened. Yes, boss? Run! Tasha grabbed his wrist. Come on, historian. That night, everyone gathered near the pool for one final toast. Minseok carried champagne with dangerous confidence. Tasha narrowed her eyes. Should I take that from you? No, I have grown. You fell into a chair this morning. Growth is not linear. Jiho stood beside Maya, holding her hand. Minseok, yes, boss? Walk slowly. I am insulted by the lack of trust. At that exact moment, Minseok tripped over absolutely nothing. The champagne bottle popped. Foam sprayed across the table, Jiho's sleeve, Tasha's dress, and Minseok's own face. Everyone froze. Maya blinked. Did the champagne attack you? Minseok wiped foam from his cheek. I believe it panicked. A calm, older voice spoke from behind them. I see the vacation was productive. Jiho turned. Father. Chairman Han stood near the entrance in a charcoal suit, looking at the disaster with unreadable calm. Maya straightened. Chairman Han. Jiho gently squeezed her hand. It is all right. Minseok bowed quickly. Chairman Han, welcome. This is not my usual performance. Tasha whispered. It absolutely is. For 3 seconds, Chairman Han said nothing. Then he smiled. I suppose every family needs one disaster. Minseok placed a hand over his heart. I accept the position. Tasha burst into laughter. Chairman Han looked at Maya, then at Jiho's hand holding hers. And you must be Maya. Maya nodded. Yes, sir. I have heard about you. Maya glanced at Jiho. Good things? Chairman Han looked at his son. Surprisingly nervous things. Jiho closed his eyes. Father. Maya laughed, and Jiho smiled despite himself. As the night filled with laughter, Jiho led Maya toward the beach, their hands still linked. The vacation had begun with betrayal. It ended with Maya choosing joy, choosing herself, and choosing a love that did not need to be fake anymore.